We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Into the air right away is Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Allen again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks with an amazing diving catch. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's Hurts to throw. He delivers another to Goedert, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 45 yards. And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it all the way to the end zone.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's taken in by Shavers. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They had gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And again, it's Allen.
This taken in by Kincaid.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing now is Allen. Diving, and did he hold on? Yes, he did. For a Bills touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. Hurts sets up to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Second down and a yard.
In motion left goes Smith.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. And off we go from Soldier Field. Williams going to throw on the first play. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. He'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing again. Williams. That's out left and complete to Burden. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Chicago.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. To throw it again, it's Williams. This is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
One more time going up top with Allen. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Connection made. It's Burden. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Now Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down. To throw is Williams. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. Down the left sideline. And he will go all the way. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. They'll throw on first down with Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. To throw on first and 10, Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down. From the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he's into the end zone. What a response! Touchdown, Bills.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Throwing again, it's Allen. That is incomplete. They were trying to take the lead, but they're going to remain down by a point. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. Exiting the pocket right. Now he'll run it. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's to the big tight end, Colston Loveland. Look at the big man go. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. A gain of 48. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Williams. He's got his big tight end, Colston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Here's Williams. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. To return, here's Ray Davis. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Allen going to give this to Davis. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the ground once more, it's Davis. Room to run past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will score. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Buffalo. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown, but now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he's got Burden. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, they'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. On the move left. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection, and this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least, got to come away with some points.
They'll run with Swift. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears are going to open up the lead to 8. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Chicago Bears and the Buffalo Bills. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Kairos Santos to get us started. And off we go from Orchard Park. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Throwing right away is Allen. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Play action now, and here's Allen. The second down throw is incomplete.
I really like this call, Mike. These are rundowns. 2nd and short. All right, what do most teams do? Just extend the drive, pick up a first down. This is prime opportunity for play pass, play action, trying to take a shot. Now, it falls incomplete, but you still have 3rd and potentially 4th down, and you only need a couple yards.
Three plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Allen working from the pistol. Has his man. It's Samuel. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. To the air once more is Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official.
Second and 10. Allen to throw again. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. His second catch of the drive, this one good for 15 and a first down. One more time going up top with Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Brandon Cooks, touchdown Bills. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Pass's kick is good, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line, and that's where the offense will take the field. They'll go play action here with Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
1 quarter in the books. The Bills with the early advantage. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
A bit of a risky throw there, Mike. You don't love to see a quarterback force the ball, especially into a crowded area. In the end, I think he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, it's Williams. toward the middle. That's caught by Moore. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. That's Ryan Fitzgerald. He will start this one. And off we go in Western New York. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's gonna be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. 12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. These two got it going on. 19 on that connection and another first down. From the gun, here is Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets them another first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
This pass right side taken in by Cooks. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now it's 2nd and 1. Allen gonna throw again. And he's in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Bills. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this two-point try. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Aggressive play here, score on that opening drive, but they don't get the two, and it remains 6-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Dalton to throw it right away. That one taken in. That's Tataroa McMillan. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now Dalton. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. First and 10, and it's Allen. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. They've got third down and less than a yard.
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical, and that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They send a man in motion. To throw is Prescott. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Allen taken right to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to manage to take him down at the 12. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Going right back to Kincaid, complete. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Again, Allen to the air. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the red zone on 1st. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. To the air again, Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the interception into points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Bass now to kick this away. This will end up as a touchback. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Taking a deep shot here. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. Snap is off. It's Prescott. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender
If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405, one of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from SoFi Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the Chiefs' first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Right back to the air from Mahomes. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now Mahomes. Now he'll work his way out right. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask And the defense turns them away.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Play action now, and here's Allen. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they will finally run him down. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 39 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's in. What a drive. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Bills with the early advantage. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. On third down, Mahomes out to his right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Mahomes to Rice for a big play. It's a gain of 34. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Third and long for Mahomes. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. And he's in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Oh, he missed the extra point. It's no good, and they can't even this one up. They will remain down by 1. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Allen now on second down. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll bring up second down. Allen working from the pistol. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On third and a couple, here's Allen. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 32 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
To throw again, it's Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down and goal. They fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. That one complete to Shavers.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's third and goal. Allen to throw again. He's got it at the 3, and he'll take it on in. Khalil Shakir, touchdown Bills.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Bass's kick is good, and the Bills will take a 14-6 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Jackson now. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen. And Cook has it, left side. Room here to run. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen to throw once more. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
To the right side and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That's taken in by Shavers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
to the air. Allen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And again, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From the gun, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Allen again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards.
And the Bills take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, he shifts past him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 57 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. On his loop for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Allen going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. That is caught. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Allen now looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out. And win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Back to throw again. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake. And you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Loop now for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And complete right side to Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 39. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception.